Ladies and gentlemen, first of all I want to say thank you for enrolling in this course and I want to welcome you. I hope that this will be an interesting journey for every student. Before beginning with anything, there's something that I want to get out of the way. Since this course is meant for anybody from beginner to advanced, that means that not every student will have the same learning pace. Therefore, we try to speak as slowly as possible without sounding bored or sleepy. However, if you do not prefer the slow way of learning things, Udemy has you covered. You can adjust the speed by clicking the speed multiplier in every video, and you can set it to 1.25 if you prefer a bit quicker lessons. However, if you had too much coffee this morning, you could also try the 1.5 multiplier. Now that we have that out of the way, we can talk about the curriculum and show you the finished product of the game before beginning. The first section, of course, is the introduction section, and right now we are watching the only video of this section. However, that doesn't mean that we will not be adding more videos to this section in the future. If students request something to be explained before beginning with the games, it will be located in this section. Moving on, the next section is reserved for the first game, which is the color switch game that looks like this. You might notice that this is the longest section, with 32 lectures. But we have a very good reason for doing this. During the first game, students will be faced with many new things in Unity and game development. And we will take our time to thoroughly explain those concepts. There are also some special lessons in this section, which are not directly related to this game, but are more like a general knowledge about Unity and how things work in Unity. After that, we have 3 more sections reserved for each game. They are all similar in length. First, we have the AA game, which looks like this. After that, we have one section reserved for the Flappy Bird replica game, which looks like this. And finally, we have one section reserved for the Dino T-Rex replica game, which will be looking like this. Please note that in the future there will be more sections created when we decide to add more games or bonus lectures to the course. Another very important thing that we need to do before we begin with any actual game development is to download the necessary files. I have hosted the files on my website, which is right here, supplispace.net. And if you go to the home screen, you can find files for the various games that you'll need to create, such as the T-Rex right here. This is the complete Unity project, and these are the necessary files for it. The same thing again for Flappy Bird, the project, and the files. Here we have the AA replica, project and files, and finally we have the project of the color switch game and the necessary sprites. In order to download them, all you need to do is click on this link. As it says, click here to download all the sprites that you need to create the color switch replica game in Unity. If you click there, your web browser will start downloading it. And once that is done, open up the folder to where you set it to download files. And you can see that the files are in a zip format and you need to extract them first before usage. That means you will need to use WinRAR or 7-zip or something like that. So just right click it and choose extract here if you are using WinRAR as me. And after that you can see all the files that you need in this game. Do not worry about the website, it's virus free, you don't need to sign up for anything, you don't need to leave your details, there are no ads on this, it's completely free. If you are having trouble with finding all of these files, you can use a search and, for example, type in color switch and it will automatically find the files that you are looking for. If you are having trouble of getting a link to the site, you can simply open up my Udemy profile, and below my picture there should be this little icon. If you click, it will take you to my website, where you can find the files. And that's everything that we needed to do before we can start making our games. See you in the next lesson.